morning, everyone. Have a seat. Okay, let's see. So the issue here is discussing whether Gerald Atkins, who is mentally retarded, should be executed for the murder of Eric Nisbet. We have the Virginia jury as the plaintiff, and we have Atkins lawyers as the defendant. Everyone be respectful. Okay, let's begin. Plaintiff speak.
Around midnight on August 15, 1996, Darrell Atkins, accompanied by William Jones, were under the influence of alcohol and marijuana. They then abducted Eric Nisbet from a convenience store and stole $60 from his wallet. Unsatisfied, they drove Nisbet in his own car to a local ATM and forced Nisbet to withdraw $200 extra from his account. After that, they drove him to an isolated location, and Atkins shot Nisbet 8 times.
My poor client has an IQ of 59, which qualifies him to be mentally retarded. He is obviously did not know what he was doing.
An IQ score, 1 IQ score, does not prove that his verbal and performanceal abilities. Actually, we have the papers to prove this. His verbal score is 64, which is above the mentally retardation level, and his performance IQ still is 60, which is still considered not to be mentally retarded.
Whether the score is 61, 62, 63, you're still dealing with low scores. If we give him this test again tomorrow, we might get different scores. Due to Atkins' academic records from his doctor, Dr. Nelson Atkins, scores below the 20th percentile in mostly all the standardized tests he took. Also, Atkins failed the 2nd and 10th grade, as placed as lower level classes. His GPA in high school is 1.26 out of the possible 4.0. On the top of that, Atkins did not graduate high school. My client has obviously been mentally disabled from the beginning, and he was 18 at the time of the crime.
I object.
There are many kids like Atkins that have made it through high school. Atkins obviously has what we call street smart. Atkins was able to communicate to buy a gun. He had enough performance intelligence to plan previous crimes he had been convicted for. Atkins is obviously to survive socially in the world.
Alright guys, time for the final argument.
Ladies and gentlemen of the grand jury, I would like to convince you to make a right decision and not serve Darrell Atkins with the death penalty. Darrell was not capable of knowing what he was getting himself into. It would not be fair to serve him with the death penalty when he is considered disabled.
Ladies and gentlemen of the grand jury, the right decision for you to make is by serving him with the death penalty. If Atkins was capable of smoking marijuana and holding a gun, then he knew what he was doing.
As my partner already said, serving Atkins with the death penalty would be a bad decision. According to the Virginia state law, you cannot put on individual that is mentally ill and serve them with the death penalty.
Ladies and gentlemen of the grand jury, we showed evidence and we have his past record. We clearly know he is smart enough to know what he was doing.
What has the jury decided? We found the defendant and the first charge is not guilty.
Yeah! Order the court, please! Order the court!
To close the case, we as the Supreme Court of Justice ruled 6-3, meaning 6 saying he should not go to jail, and 3 meaning he should. Atkins jury wins, case over.
I object.
Well, we won.
All right, now, Okay.
Do it again.
Okay. Oh my God. Yo, we don't get. All right.
Oh, I see him.
Alright, you can't.
Alright, yo,
Yo, everybody.
you know what
Okay. No, this is my grade though.
And I work great.
Can I say something? You know how you know how people like in movies, they always have fun at the beginning of the tape, and then they end up getting a good grade on it because they end up taking it seriously. Yeah, so take this shit serious. I'm not doing the
Don't
game.
make any noise.
Come on,
Alright,
listen,
all right. Can you do it again now?
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, let's see. So, oh my God.
Control yourself. Get up. Control yourself. Get up. Get up.
Order this court. Order this court, please.
We're sorry, Judge. We're sorry. We did not mean to.
Are you in, please?
My poor client has an IQ of 59, which qualifies for him to be mentally retarded. He obviously did not know what he was doing.
An IQ score, what IQ?
My poor client has an IQ of 59, which is qualified for him to be mentally retarded. He obviously did not know what he was doing.
An IQ score, one IQ score, does not prove his verbal or mental ability. Actually, we have the papers of Atkins' IQ score. His verbal score is 64.
Come on now. It's okay. Sorry. Order this court, please.
This is what I'm talking about.